Okay, hi guys, good morning. I tried to film this live stream. Oh, I tried to film this live stream at 6:30 and I did the whole workout and then I realized that my sound was not working. So I'm sorry if you tuned into that one and you had a completely silent workout, but I'm going to refilm it now. And if you didn't get to watch it this morning, maybe you can watch it later on. So sorry about that. This one should be a lot more smooth this morning. So I'm doubling up on my workout this morning. I'm going to feel great for the rest of the day, if not a little bit depleted. So I'm definitely going to have to drink plenty of water and eat some healthy food following this double workout. Okay, so we're going to start ourselves off in an all fours position, and we're just going to really warm up the shoulders here. So we want to notice how our spine feels in different positions. We want to gently push the mat away from us to begin with. So we're really broadening across the shoulders. So we're protracting the shoulder blades, we're sending them slightly apart, and then keeping the arms relatively straight, we're going to sort of sink between the shoulders here so that we're knitting the shoulder blades together. We're retracting the shoulder blades. So we're going to protract the shoulder blades, pushing the mat away, and now we're going to retract the shoulder blades, knitting them together. So protract, separating the shoulder blades, and retract, drawing them together. Notice how the different positions feel. Good. Mobilizing the shoulders here as we move between the two positions. We've got 3, 2, last one. We're going to push the mat away, curl the toes, and send the hips up and back, coming into a downward dog. So take a moment here. If it is your first downward dog of the day, you're going to want to keep your knees nice and bent here so that you can really elevate those hips and flatten out the upper back. Drawing your armpits down toward the floor, breathing deeply. If you have the flexibility at this point to stretch and lengthen those heels down toward the mat, you can do so. Really enjoying a nice deep stretch through the spine. Elevate those hips even higher. Hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Amazing work. We're going to gently set the knees down to the floor. Coming into a kneeling position, lifting those fingertips up and circling the arms down and back, getting a nice stretch. We'll take another one of those. Inhale. Reach the fingertips up toward the ceiling and then circle the arms back, really opening through the chest. Amazing. Now we're going to bring the feet forward on the mat and slowly lower down one vertebra at a time, resting the head, neck, and shoulders down on the floor. Right, from this position, we want to make sure that our heels are below our hips and the spine is in a nice neutral position. So you've got that little pocket of space between your low back and the mat. We're going to press our arms down on either side of the body. From here, we're going to tilt the pelvis back, closing that space between the low back and the mat, and then peel the low back, peel the mid back, peel the upper back up off the mat, coming into a nice strong bridge. Being careful not to overarch the hips. We're creating that nice flat surface, gently tucking the tailbone. Good. From here, we're going to draw the arms back overhead, reaching through those fingertips. Lower down one vertebra at a time, drawing the arms down toward the side of the body. Lift the arms, lift the hips. Lower the arms, lower the hips. Good. Lift, peel each vertebra off the floor, and then press each vertebra down onto the mat as you lower. Lift, belly plugs in toward the spine, and lower. Focusing on switching on that back body now. As we lift and lower, we want to press up through the heels and lower with control. Good. Lengthening through the spine. We've got 3, 2, stretch through those fingertips. And last one, lift. And we're going to bring the palms overhead, over the shoulders. Palms are facing in toward each other. I'm going to step my heels in a little bit closer toward my bum. Heels are below the knees here. Now you can stay like so, or you can pick up the level of challenge by coming onto the balls of your feet. We're going to widen the knees and then bring them back to parallel. Widen those knees and bring them back to parallel. Good. Widen and back to parallel. So focusing on the gluteus medius muscles working hard as you open the legs, and then squeeze using your inner thighs to bring the legs back to parallel. Keep those hips elevated, tailbone tucked. Good. Inhale and exhale. We've got 5, 4, 3, squeeze the thighs for 2, nice work, and final 1, and relax it down 1 vertebra at a time. Amazing. Now we're going to transfer onto the side body, propping the head up in the hand, or you can rest the head on the outstretched arm. I'm going to bend this lower leg, stacking the hips, drawing the belly in toward the spine and planting the hand down onto the mat for support. From here, we're going to tap the knee down to the outside of the lower leg, and then we're going to extend, pointing through the big toe. Tap, extend, tap, extend. Good. So keep your neck nice and long here, shoulders down away from your ears. Tapping and extending. Now as you extend, I want you to squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes. Good. Lower and extend. Tap, extend. Good. Really give it a lot of energy on that extension. Kick the leg out. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, breathe out to extend, 2, nice work, last 1. We're going to hold it on the extension, flex the foot, bringing bringing the toes toward the shin, lengthening out through that heel. We're going to lower the leg to hip height and then lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Inhale and exhale. Good. Lower and lift. Good. Keep breathing. Lengthening out through that heel. Working the gluteus medius muscles here. Good. Keep the navel plugged in so that you're nice and still and stable in the torso. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Amazing work. Now we're going to keep working this top leg, but from a different position now. So we're going to come into an all fours position. We're going to bring the knees below the hips, wrists below the shoulders. If you have delicate wrists or sore wrists, you can come down onto your forearms like so. Otherwise, you're up on those palms. We're going to extend the leg we were just working out long. We're going to flex the foot, pulling the toes toward the knee. And then we're going to bend at the knee and extend, kick the leg out behind. Then we're going to lower and open the leg to the side in a fire hydrant. So we extend, bend, open, and lower. Extend and open to the side. Good. So you're moving between those two positions, the fire hydrant and kicking that leg out behind you with a flexed foot. So drawing out through that heel, really kicking out with energy. Good. And when you open to the side, lift the knee as high as you can and just give yourself a little split second at the top of that lift to squeeze that side bum. Make the movement count. Good. Plugging belly in toward your spine. Nice work. We've got 3 more sets. Last 2. Last 1. Open and extend. Now we're coming back into position for our fire hydrant and we're going to pulse. Little controlled fire hydrant pulses. Try not to lean to your supporting side here. Keep those shoulders nice and broad, protracting those shoulder blades slightly. Pulse it up. Good. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back, and then fold that working leg under the body. Getting a nice deep stretch into those hips and glutes. Roll your shoulders down and back so that your spine is nice and long. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. This stretch feels really good. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. And good. Now we're going to come over onto the other side. So we're lower down onto the side body, getting nice and comfortable in this position, bending that lower leg, stacking the hips, drawing belly in, and planting the hand down on the mat for support. Tap, extend. So really point that toe. Tap, extend. Inhale and exhale. Tap and extend. Good. As you extend, squeeze the glutes, contract the thigh muscles, really make the movement count. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. You've got this. We've got 7, 6, last 5, and 4. Shoulders relaxed. 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're going to flex the foot, lower to hip height, and lift. Lower to hip height, lift. Good. Again, giving it a lot of energy as you lift that leg. I want you to squeeze the gluteus medius muscles. Lengthen out through the heel. Good. Keeping that foot flexed. Lift and lower with control. We've got 7, 6, these burn, 5, super effective move, 3, and 2, and 1, relax it down. Whew. Okay, let's get into our all fours position and carry on with the work on that side. So I'm going to stretch my leg out long, flex the foot, bend at the knee, and kick out behind. Then I'm lowering and opening into the fire hydrant. Good. And open. Kick out and open to the side. Good. Lengthen through the heel and lift using the strength of your side bum. Flex those muscles at the top of the lift. Good. Open and kick out through that heel. Nice work. Keep breathing. Keep your abdominals engaged here. We've got 4, 3, 2, last 1. We're going to come out to the side and then we're going to pulse, 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 little pulses. Try not to lean over to your supporting side. Keep yourself nice and level across those shoulders. Good. Pulsing, using the side bum to get that lift, squeezing the muscles. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, lift an inch higher, and relax it down. Step both feet back into your plank and then fold that working leg under the body for a well-deserved stretch. Sit up nice and tall, or you can fold over your lower body, whatever feels more comfortable here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth for 3, and 2, and 1. Amazing. Now we're going to get into position for some abdominal work. So we're going to bring the feet forward on the mat and slowly lower down 1 vertebra at a time. From this position, we're going to find the center of the mat and take the feet so they're about mat distance apart. So we're kind of creating a V shape with the thighs. I'm going to bring my palms into a prayer position overhead. We're going to inhale here, and as we exhale, we're going to press lower back into the mat and curl and crunch up, bringing the palms between the thighs. Lower and curl and crunch up. Lower and belly button contracts in toward the spine as we peel up. Nice. Inhale and exhale. So I'm pausing just for a split second at the top of the lift, making sure those upper abs are engaged, making sure the belly button is drawing down toward the spine. Every time we breathe out, we're pressing that low back down onto the mat. Good. Challenge yourself by really picking those shoulder blades up, by sending those fingertips away from you. Good. Lift a bit higher for 4, for 3, for 2, and final 1. Nice work. Now we're going to repeat this movement, but we're going to bring the legs into a tabletop. We're still keeping the knees nice and wide so they're in a V-shaped position. If you need to bring your knees a little closer to your chest, you can. We're going to inhale here and exhale, curl up. Inhale and exhale. Lower and crunch up. Good. Lower and really peel up. So we're still working our upper abs here, but we're also starting to work into those lower abs just by simply having the legs in this elevated position. Good. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. For 3, lift a bit higher, and 2, and last 1. We're going to come up and extend the legs out long, creating that V shape with the legs. Now lower the head, neck, and shoulders, bend the knees, and then peel up. So building on in terms of level of challenge with this variation of exercises. Good. Inhale and exhale. Lower and curl and crunch up. Really lengthen through those toes. Squeeze the thighs at the same time for extra added benefit. Nice work. We've got 5 and 4. Abs are working hard. Keep it up. 3 and 2 and final 1. Amazing. Now, from here, you can press your palms down on either side of your body, or you can place them on either side of your tailbone for more support. I'm going to extend the legs out long, pointing through the toes. We're going to cross top leg over lower leg, and then lower leg over top leg. So we're creating these little zigzag crosses in the air, pointing through the toes. If you need to slightly bend your knees, that's fine for a modification. And if you really want to step up the level of challenge, you're going to peel head, neck, and shoulders up and rest head in your interlaced hands. Good. We've got 10, 9, 8. I know these are tough. Keep it up. Lower abs are working hard here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Bring the legs together and lower them down together on the mat. Amazing work. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Great work. Let's get onto the side. We're going to go into some oblique work from here. So we're going to prop ourselves up on our forearm. We want our forearm to be parallel with the top of the mat and the elbow to be under the shoulder here. The lower leg is going to bend so we can prop ourselves up into a modified side plank. I'm going to bring my arm over my head and point that straightened leg, the toe of the straightened leg. Good. We're going to bring elbow to knee and extend. Now I'm really focusing on keeping my lower hip elevated here. So I'm working those obliques. Good. Tap and extend. Tap and extend. Really cinch in the waistline. Draw your belly towards your spine as you bring the elbow and knee in together, and we breathe out at the same time. Good. Nice work. We've got 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to lower the top leg now so that it is in line with the lower leg, and we're going to bend the knees. The elbow stays below the shoulder here. We're going to place our hands on our hips, and we're going to go into some oblique crunches. So get into position. We're going to lift that lower hip and then lower it. Just hover it off the mat before lifting it again. Maybe you want to take your hand behind your head if that's more comfortable, or you can keep it on your hip. Good. So I'm really lifting that top hip as much as possible each time, cinching in the waistline, and then just letting it hover, not rest, before pushing it back up again. Good. We've got 6, 5, abs in, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top of the movement. We're going to pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, abs in, 2, 1, and hold. Relax the hip down onto the mat. Bring your foot in towards your inner thigh, and we're just going to stretch and lengthen here. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Reach a bit further, and then restack your vertebra coming into a seated position. Now we're going to switch sides. So we're going to get nice and comfortable on this side of the body. Nice, stable side plank position. The forearm is down on the floor and the elbow is below the shoulder. We're going to lift up into the side plank, point through the toe of the extended leg and bring it in. Extend and crunch it in. Lengthen and bring it in. So remember, we're trying to keep that that lower hip elevated. So not letting it sink down to the floor. Keeping those muscles engaged throughout the entire range of movement. Good. Really enjoy that stretch as you lengthen out. Imagine you're stretching your fingertips and your toes to opposite ends of the room. Good. We've got 4 and 3. Last 2 and final 1. Amazing work. Now, stacking those knees, stacking those hips, placing the hand on the hip, placing the elbow below the shoulder, all those checkpoints before we start those oblique crunches. Lowering and lifting, lowering and lifting, really cinching in that waistline, really sending that hip up toward the ceiling. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, lift a bit higher, and 1. Hold at the top of the lift. We're going to pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and relax it down. Bring your foot in towards your thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Lengthen over to one side, stretching through the side body. Lengthening and stretching. For 3 and 2. Stretch a bit further. And 1. Restacking the vertebra. Amazing work with those. We are now going to finish off with some arm strengthening moves. So finishing off strong, we're going to place our wrists below our shoulders. And again, if you need to, you could come down onto your forearms for this plank. We're going to extend the right leg out long, extend the left leg out long, and really power up in this strong plank position. So we're gently protracting those shoulder blades. We're nice and broad across the shoulders. The belly is plugged in, and we're creating that nice, strong, flat line with the body for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 3, for 2, and for 1. I'd like you to lower your knees down onto the mat. We're going to move into some modified push-ups here. We're going to keep the upper arms in really close toward the side of the body as we lower and press up through the heels of the hands. Lower and lift. Good. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 2 more. Lower and lift, pressing up through the heels of the hands. Last one. And lift. We're moving back into that plank. So stepping the feet back behind, feet are flexed. Good. Hold strong here. Lift your abdominal wall. Broaden across those shoulders. Flat line with the body for 7, for 6, for 5. Abs in. 3, 2, and 1. Soften your knees down to the mat. Moving back into those push-ups. We've got 5, 4, 3, you can do it, 2, and last 1. Now we're stepping it back and holding in that plank for 10 last seconds. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, abs in, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send it back into a downward dog. Good work. We're gonna breathe it out here for a moment. Take a second to flatten out the lower or the upper back. Lift those hips up toward the ceiling. We're gonna pedal out the feet here, drawing opposite heel down toward the mat. Breathing deeply. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final plank series here. We're gonna come forward, holding it strong for 10, for 9, for 8, and 7. Abs in, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees. Final set of push-ups here. We've got 5, 4, push up through the heels of the hands. 3, you can do it. 2, abs are in. And last 1, nicely done. Take the knees nice and wide on the mat and send the hips back. Resting in child's pose. Draw your armpits down toward the mat, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to bring ourselves up into a kneeling position. And we're going to go back into those arm circles that we started off with. We're going to reach the fingertips up and then circle the arms back. Let's take a couple more of those. Reach through the fingertips and round them down and back. Good. I want you to really focus on opening your chest here. Nice. We've got 2 more. And last one. Lift and lengthen through those fingertips and circle the arms down and back. Amazing work. I hope you enjoyed that series of exercises. I hope it made you feel really great and that you enjoy the rest of your day. I look forward to working out with you again next week. See you soon. Have a great day.